Hi. Talking to others on social media is new to me. I've avoided it like the plague, due to seeing from way back the nefarious uses it was being used for, albeit having a potential for enlightening the world to those same nefarious elements. That being said, the same tools inadvertently, whilst seemingly creating a nightmare, also wake people up to many hidden wonders that mankind is capable of. Consequently, here I am telling my story. It's raw, uncut, inclusive of pops and cracks, and unedited. It's as much to the point as seems practically and pragmatically possible. The mysticism that wraps mankind up tightly in a cloak of traditions, systems, and mind control has managed to keep the masses away from their innate truth that mankind is inherently free. So here we are in 2022, where half of the world's population has locked themselves down into submission, and the other half are waking up from their slumber, looking for a means of getting out of their self-created matrix. In the past, there have been what we call prophets that have spread the good news, only to be put on pedestals out of reach, with only a pathway that has been allowed to be put in place that keeps a scant few brave enough to walk the path that are interested. It seems we are now here, which was once a distant there, where the nightmare or dream has gotten bad enough for many to seek an alternative. The problem here is the alternative is still in a matrix. Good and bad are two sides of the same relative coin. Awakening to a bad dream or nightmare still keeps one on the same coin of duality, no matter how the prison is decorated. Dualistic sense of good or bad give way to good, God, where there is no question of bad. One only knows good, therefore God is living one's life. This can be seen, and has been seen, in men and women that have exhibited this in their lives as has been interpreted as saintly or prophetic by the masses, just enough to keep them out of reach, albeit to the detriment of mankind, as this is the true nature of every man, woman and child. There was once a guy called John the Baptist. He's quoted as saying something like, "One has to lose one's life to find life." What he was saying is, one has to identify with God and not the conditioned sense of personal self. Give to God first all of one's attention through mind, heart and soul, and he will look after the details. The game out there is pushing one more and more to a point of delving deep into their own beings, looking for an answer as to why is this all happening? How can I get through this? Please God, show me. It does not matter who listens to this, be they young, old, or in the middle, on their deathbed, good or bad person, or whatever. This same rule applies. Identify correctly, and the sense of dream, the false persona, falls away. To reveal the new me. I always knew there was a truth behind the Paul in the Bible story, and it was not until I found my reality transform in a blink of an eye that I understood. The light on the road to Damascus still, when a captain in the Roman army named Saul saw the light appeared within his heart and made him a new man. None of this is to say anything about me, just to point out that the answer is not out there in a phenomenal relative reality. The answer is always within one's heart. One just has to ask with intention, and God will answer. I've made a few videos and audios of me talking about my life's findings. I've also made transcripts available. There's an email address to contact me on. Please remember, this has never been my forte to go down the social media line with all its different platforms, and in my eye, computers have gone way past their limited need of being a simple tool to replace paper and a town square as a means of communication. So to me, this is the making of a future intrinsically woven into a busy daily life that consists, for the most part, in doing nothing. And to understand what is meant by that, you'll have to dig deeper into my work, God's work, if you're interested. Love, John.